Well, the next cruise is coming up.
It
We're not
is.
going on it.
No, I'm so sad.
I know.
So sad. I
But
can't
there's
believe it's been almost a year
I
since we
know.
went.
Yeah. But there's 2,000 other people who are going on the cruise this year. And we
Yeah.
thought we would share our tips and tricks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I guess it could be applied to other cruises too. If you're not going on the Hallmark cruise and you're just
Oh, for
cruising.
sure. Yeah, some of mine I think are Hallmark specific, but some, it could be any festive cruise.
Yes.
It's a party on the water.
Yep.
Did you do anything before we dive into that? Did you do anything fun this week? We went to see Freakier Friday.
Oh, we haven't made it to see that yet. What'd you think?
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know with a sequel, right? And you don't want to be disappointed and leave thinking, it wasn't as good as the first one. 100%, this was just as good as the first one. All four of us went, and we loved it. Absolutely loved it. So
I can't wait to
highly
go see
recommend.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Dexter really wants to see it, but Felicity definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see that.
There's so many nods to the first movie, and then there's little Easter eggs throughout about Lindsay's other projects that she's done. So you have to be watchful for that.
Oh, cool.
They make reference to the date, October 3rd, when Aaron Samuels asks her what the date is. It's
Jonathan Bennett himself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, before he became Mr. Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I highly recommend that. He is.
Okay.
He did not return. Oh no, he's in Mean Girls. He wasn't in the first one anyway.
Yeah,
yeah.
But Chad Michael Murray is in this one, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
and he plays a really funny character. So
yeah.
Highly recommend.
I'm excited for Devil Wears Prada to come out.
Yes, that and Practical Magic.
Yes, I keep seeing them shooting both movies, and I'm excited. Although I am disappointed. I finally watched Practical Magic all the way through, like a few months ago. I had never seen it, and the guy that Sandra Bullock's character ends up with, he's not returning for this new movie. So, there's, I guess in the book he dies. So maybe that's what's happening. But I'm like, man, this girl needs to have 2 dead husbands. Like, come on now.
I know. Give the girl a break.
Oh gosh. But I think everybody else, all the main principal cast is returning.
Okay.
So I'm excited. And same with Devil Wears Prada. The whole principal cast is returning for that one too. So
yeah, I'm interested to see how that one goes because Andrea, as Miranda pronounces it, she ends up leaving. So I wonder, does she come back? It kind of looks like that might be the direction it goes in.
I've read the second book, and I don't know if they're following the second book or if they're totally going in their own direction, making a completely different story. I'm not sure. But it's been a while. It's probably been 10 years since I read that book, so I don't really remember what happened.
I didn't know there was a second book, so that's interesting. I don't know if I want to read it before the movie or if I want to wait.
What is it called? Revenge Wears Prada is the second book. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah, and I think in that book, like, she has a kid, but Miranda was definitely still in it. So,
okay,
who knows? I'm excited. Anne Hathaway is about to have like a record year in 2026. She has like 5 or 6 movies coming out.
Oh, does she? Wow.
Yeah, she has a ton of movies coming out.
She's so good.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Well, I have this weekend. Well, I don't have. My class has a reunion this weekend. And
are you going?
No. No. No, they started out saying, okay, we're going to make this the class of 83, 84, 85. Because for 85, it'll be their 40-year reunion. We had ours a couple of years ago, which I did not go to. And they just thought, and I think it's because not very many people showed up to ours or 84s. So we'll just combine
Right.
the three. And, a lot of us are friends and blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, there's certain people I don't want to see, but,
Is that true that we were friends? I don't know.
yeah.
I think you're remembering it wrong.
So they booked out this farm, and then the tickets are going to be like $65 a person. And the farm is way, way up north, like almost 2 hours away.
Mm.
Like, why wouldn't we have it? Well, I don't know. Maybe there's not a venue close to where we went to high school, and then it came out, no, we're going to open it up to the entire 80s. I'm like, I don't know anybody that graduated past 85. So now we're going to add all these other people, and they keep pumping it up, and I keep getting messages, are you coming? And no, I don't have any interest to go to see maybe 3 people
Well,
I graduated
yeah.
with and 100
They're
people
like,
that I didn't.
we couldn't sell enough tickets, so
Exactly.
the whole decade is invited.
Yeah. So not my jam.
Yeah.
I keep in touch with the people that I want to keep in touch with. And I have
Yeah.
an annual Friendsgiving, and I invite girls from high school to that. And anybody else, it's like, if I haven't talked to you in the last 40 years, I'm probably not going to. So I
Yeah.
see you on Facebook. I know that you have kids and grandkids, and good for you.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. My 20-year reunion will be in 2 years. But here's the thing. My class was a big party class, and they are
Hmm.
still a big party
Oh,
class.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And the
That checks
10-year
out.
reunion, yeah, I did not go to my 10-year reunion, but they got asked to leave the venue because there were so many people belligerent, puking in the parking lot, like
Oh,
just,
come on. This is not high school anymore.
yeah. And I'm like, I have zero interest in that. That sounds terrible. So
Yeah.
when you get asked to leave, and this was a brewery that they were at, like people get
Oh,
schmammered
that's
there.
huge. Uh-huh.
Yeah. They were asked to leave.
That's
So,
insane.
yeah, no. I'm sure somebody will plan a 20-year reunion. I'm still in the Facebook group for my
Mhm.
class, but
Yeah, I am too.
I will
I
not be
got asked, "Do
going.
you wanna help plan it?" No.
No.
And, like, every couple of days, there's a new post, and yesterday it was, "What's one thing that you would like the people that you went to high school to know about you?" I'm like, "Nothing.
That I don't
Nothing.
care about them.
I don't care."
We weren't friends then. We're not friends
No.
now.
No. I was
I
super,
don't
super
want,
shy, and you called me a snob because I was super shy. No, I don't wanna see your ugly mug again.
yeah,
No, thank you.
yeah. I don't need to participate in that. Yeah.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
I don't talk to anybody from high school. I can't even think of one single person that I still talk to from high school.
Yeah.
My sister.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. You hear about these like sorority girls or high school girls that are still friends to this day, and they go out to concerts and wear matching cowboy boots or whatever, and there's
Yeah.
like 10 of them, and I'm like, "Wow. I don't even have 10 friends at
No.
all,
But
much less
here's the
10 people I
thing.
went to school with."
And this is, I think, why I'm like a builder and a table creator, because I always was kind of that friend that was like, she can be kind of removed if she needs to
Mhm.
be, I
Yeah.
had a best friend and we were like very tight, but
Mhm.
everybody else, it was kind of like, should we include Jessica or maybe not? I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I
Exactly.
never had like, oh, this is my friend group. I just
Mhm.
didn't have that. I just kind of
Yeah.
flitted around. I dreaded lunch because if I didn't have my best friend at lunch, I was like, what the heck do I do? I didn't have
Mhm.
a car to go sit in. So it's like, I just,
But at least you weren't like DJ Tanner sitting in the bathroom stall eating your lunch.
or the phone booth. Yeah, we didn't have a phone booth. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was, I didn't have a bad experience in high school, but also I don't really want to revisit it. It's not like
No,
my
me either.
favorite time of my
I've moved on.
life.
I threw
Yeah.
away my pom-poms. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. So, yeah. And I'm proof that just because you're a cheerleader doesn't mean you're popular. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I did it to push myself out of my comfort zone because I was so shy.
Yes. Yeah. Those
But
stereotypes are very untrue.
no, I didn't date the football player. Well, I dated the baseball player, but not the football player. And yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not running the whole reunion. I'm not
Wearing your
living in the
uniform
country club.
still every day.
Yeah.
I can't believe I can still fit
Oh,
into this. Can you guys?
oh man, I'm still a size 2.
No, I will never try to
Oh
put
my
my
gosh.
skirt back on. I think my skirt is a 0. I'm not even going to try
Yeah.
to get that on
No.
my body.
And those tops, they were so fitted that, I mean, if you had boobs, you didn't once you put that thing on. It was
Oh
like a
my gosh,
shield.
just flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would wear a regular like push-up bra with my sports bra over the top so that it would
Uh-huh.
try to counteract that
Yeah.
smash
Uh-huh.
down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. We had
Oh.
sweaters. So that was way back in the day. We had sweaters and mine got eaten up by moths when it was in storage. So
Oh.
I don't even have it anymore.
Yeah, I was wearing
But
so
anyway,
many
that has
layers.
nothing to do with
No, has
what
nothing
we're
to do
talking
with the
about today.
cruise. Unless you're
So
having your high
welcome.
school reunion on a cruise.
It's true. Yeah. Oh man, to be stuck on a ship? No, thank you.
No, I'm not doing that.
Where's Sherri? She's in her room reading a
She's
book.
never coming out.
Oh, well, on that note, welcome to Love on the Pod, a podcast about all the cheesy TV movies that we love and adore. I am Sherri,
I'm Jessica.
and today we are each going to be sharing our top 5 tips for cruising, particularly cruising on the Hallmark Christmas Cruise 2025.
Yes. Which is when? Do we even know? Is it in November?
It's in November. I don't know the exact
Okay.
dates, but yeah. But before we share our tips, I was going to go over a few little TV movie news segments. And
Yeah.
the first one, it's not a movie, it's a series on Netflix. And apparently it's in its 3rd season. I didn't realize. Sullivan's Crossing.
Mm.
But it's gaining popularity. I've seen it advertised so many times. Chad Michael Murray is one of the stars. It says the small town vibes are as strong as maple syrup in the Canadian romance drama Sullivan's Crossing. In the series, a prominent neurosurgeon embroiled in unexpected legal trouble jets to her hometown in Canada, where she attempts to mend her relationship with her father and make a few new friends. It is based on the book by Virgin River author Robin Carr. The series premiered on the Canadian network CTV in 2023. Sullivan's Crossing stars Morgan Cohen, Chad Michael Murray, and Scott Patterson, and it was created by Virgin River executive producer Roma Roth. So I have seen previews to it. It looks good, and so I want to check it out. It's probably along the lines of Virgin River, kind of a romance drama, I
Yeah, I've
imagine.
watched, I think, 3 episodes of
Oh, you
it
have?
so far. Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I like it so far. I mean, anything with
Yeah.
Scott Patterson, I'm in. I'll watch
Mhm.
anything that he's in. Like,
Yeah.
he's the best. And he doesn't do like a lot of primetime TV. So
Mhm.
I wish he would do some Hallmark movies. Like, I think he could
Yeah, why
be
not?
a leading guy in a Hallmark movie or
Sure.
2. Like, he's
Mhm.
just great. I love him.
Yeah.
And his character in Sullivan's Crossing is awesome. And yeah, I'm warming up to the actress. The actress has not always been my favorite, but I'm
Mm.
warming up to her in this show. So
Okay.
so far so good.
All right. I'll check it out. Well, and in Hallmark news, there's no release date as of yet, but Hallmark is launching a new reality series starring Nikki DeLoach. It's a new unscripted series called Armed to Build and will be released as part of their reality TV with Heart program. The show will feature Hallmark star DeLoach assisting communities in honoring and supporting first responders and veterans through home transformations. So
Oh,
it's a home reno show, and I just
okay.
love Nikki DeLoach, so I'm interested to see. I don't think it said. Oh no, no release date yet. So
Okay. I hope
to
it's not to
be
the
announced.
extreme of like Extreme Home Makeover where they
Move that bus.
gave them houses
Yeah,
they couldn't afford and then they had to sell them.
yeah. They're in
Yes.
tax debt. Yeah, no, just nicely
Normal.
done, manageable family
Yes.
home. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. For sure. Okay, cool. I hadn't heard of
and
that one, so I want to watch
yeah,
that.
that's a new one. And Hallmark alums Kimberly Williams Paisley and Leanne Rhymes joined the cast of 911 Nashville and ABC primetime series airing Thursdays starting October 9th. In Tennessee, dedicated emergency responders balance their high-stakes careers with the drama of a powerful local dynasty.
Isn't that one the one that has Jessica Capshaw in it?
I'm not sure, because there's a
Okay.
911 some other state or town, and this is 911 Nashville. So
yeah, there's a 911 Lone Star.
yes,
I
that's the
know
one.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to Jessica Capshaw's podcast, so I was thinking that she is
Oh, okay.
in this movie or TV show. Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Okay.
the mother of the series lead. Okay. Wow, that's wild. I don't think of her as being old enough to do that, but I guess she is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Time is weird.
It is
Time
weird.
is so weird. But I love Jessica Capshaw. Actually, I would love to see her in a Hallmark movie. I wonder if she's ever done one. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe because she's Steven Spielberg's daughter, she has different pressure on her where she wouldn't do that. I
To
don't
do
know.
like a, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
But anyways,
So those are all my updates. Do you have anything to add to that?
no, I don't think so. I still haven't watched Providence Falls.
I haven't either.
I've heard it's really good. Although, and I've also heard, this sucks. It's terrible. But there is like a big subsection of people who hate time travel movies or shows. So
yeah,
I'm not part of that group. So I'm hoping I'll like it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I like time travel. I'm waiting for The Way Home to come back and see if it keeps my interest, because my interest is waning at this point, and we'll see.
It's such a good show, but I feel like we're kind of on repeat a little bit. And it's like, okay, let's get it moving here.
Maybe wrap it up or take it in another direction, because how many times can you keep going in the pond? I don't know.
Yeah. Although I really do want to do Cedar Cove. I really do want to watch that show. I know it had a lot of seasons. I did watch that in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
It went on for like 10 seasons at least, I think.
Long time. Yeah.
So I bet that's on Hallmark Plus. I've never looked it up, but I'm sure it's on there.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have everything.
Yep. So. But aside from that, nope. I have no news. I haven't heard anything exciting. So.
Well, speaking of Providence Falls, we have kind of a funny story that Danielle shared with us. It was, Providence Falls. So if you listen to our episode about When Calls the Heart and Danny's trip with her girls to, what's it called? Oh, what's the name of Langley, but the name of the set, Jamestown?
Oh, Jamestown. Yes.
Jamestown. Yeah. So they toured the whole When Calls the Heart set, and then they went around the town of Langley, and they wanted to go to Aurora Coffee Roasters. But unfortunately, there was a crime scene all the way around it, and it freaked Danny out because there was crime scene tape and a big broken window and a large police presence. And I think even a coroner's van was there, right?
Yeah,
I remember
right? So, yeah.
And so it freaked her out. So she was thinking, we're not going to go anywhere near this block. We're going to get the heck out of Dodge. Turns out she gets home and she's like, wait, could that have been a movie set? And we looked and looked, couldn't find it. Thought maybe it was a Ainsley McGregor movie being filmed. Nope, couldn't find that. And so we just kind of let it go. Well, she was watching Providence Falls the other day, and lo and behold, there's the crime scene, broken window, police presence, the tape all around. She's like, I knew it. We should have stopped. Maybe we could have been an extra.
I could have been in the background.
But, when you're a mama, you err on the side of caution with your children. And it was the right call for her at the time. But now she's, she watched it to see if her van drove by.
Oh, man.
I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah. I'm glad we solved the mystery of where or what was filming there.
Yeah. So now we know.
Yes.
And if you're in Langley and you see that, a big police presence, it very well could be a movie, because they film a lot of movies up in Canada. So You never know.
Yes. So look and
Or
see. Are
it
there
could be
cameras around?
dangerous.
Is there a boom mic?
Exactly.
If you
Yeah,
see
look for the
those
cameras.
things, it's probably fine.
Chances are. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's dive into our cruise tips. So I did actually write down when a cruise is. So the Hallmark Christmas Cruise is sailing November 6th through 10th, 2025. And they're sailing to Cozumel, Mexico, which is different from last year's, which went
Hmm.
to the Bahamas. The
Yes.
boat is full, but there's still a chance you can make it aboard. So what you need to do is keep checking hallmarkchristmascruise.com for cabin releases because there are people that reserve spots and for whatever reason are not able to attend. And so some rooms are getting released. And I believe they said check every Friday because that's when they release
Yes.
more rooms.
Yes.
As we mentioned in a couple of podcasts ago, the stars that are going to be on board are Jonathan Bennett as the host, assisted by Nikki DeLoach. And then we have Benjamin Ayers, Rachel Boston, BJ Britt, Wes Brown, Aaron Cahill, Paul Campbell, Sarah Drew, Heather Hemmons, Tyler Hines, Gina Claire Mason, Kevin McGarry, Brennan Penny, Christopher Palaha, Kimberly Sestad, Andrew Walker, and Ashley Williams. So it's a full lineup of really amazing Hallmark talent, and
Mm-hmm.
they're going to have so much fun. It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
such a great cruise, and I know they are doing another show on Christmas at Sea like they did before. I'll probably watch it again, just
Yeah.
because I want to live vicariously through them. I think it's different for us having been there once and
Yeah.
seeing all the decorations and the interactions and just the party atmosphere and just the festiveness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will keep me coming back because I want to relive it again through other people's eyes. But I hope, like we mentioned before, that they do a little bit more star interaction on the show so that we can
Yes.
kind of see it through their eyes as well.
Yeah. And I wonder if they're going to change the decor or if they're going to keep what they already had. Be interested to see.
Yeah. I don't know, because some of the promos that I've seen for the upcoming Christmas season look the same as the ones they used last year with the little
Mm-hmm.
packages and the kind of the pinks and golds and light greens. So we'll see.
It would make sense. It's like way more cost effective probably for them to just reuse what
huge
they already
investment.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But it
Yep.
is a bigger ship, so they're going to have more decorations.
And Lord knows they have to replace those pillows that people stole. So
I will never not be mad about that. Dang it, people. What are you
Stop
thinking?
stealing.
Uh-huh. When you walk by a room and you see their beds covered in those pillows that were once out in the benches, come on. Did you see a sign
Steal
that
them
said,
back.
please take our pillows? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And people from Six Man they were like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So.
the housekeepers were too.
Mm-hmm.
They must have been instructed. If you see them in a room, take them back.
Take them back. Mm-hmm. Because they were not for sale. So it's not like there's no way they could have bought them.
No.
So if you see some women looking unusually pregnant with a square belly, chances are that's not a baby. That's a pillow.
Yep. Absolutely.
Or twin pillows or triplet pillows. Come on, people. Plus, my luggage was full anyway. There's no way I was going to cram some more pillows in there.
No,
So,
there's
not
no
that
way.
I wouldn't do that. Okay, let's get into our tips. You want to start first with your first tip and see if we have any that match?
Yeah, we might have some that are the same. Okay, so my first tip is a tip that I received before I went on my first cruise. So my first cruise was a LuLaRoe cruise when I used to sell LuLaRoe. I did it for 5 years. I didn't have a bad experience, guys. Don't come for me. I had a good experience. And so I went on the LuLaRoe cruise because I was invited. I did not earn it. Also, I did not earn it. I was invited to go. But one of the leaders, her tip was to get one of those over the door shoe hangers and bring it to keep all of your stuff in because there's very little counter space in the room. And I did not actually do it when we went on
I was going to say, did we do that?
cruise. No, I didn't. But I remembered this tip, and I remembered how helpful it was to like stick my key card in and my, my chapstick or, anything that I needed to like
Mhm.
have available and I didn't want to take out of my suitcase and put back in over
Mhm.
and over again. Like sunglasses were in there and my flip flops and all kinds of different stuff that I needed, cell phone, charger, that kind of thing that you don't want just like kind of floating around the room.
Mhm.
And you can just hang that on the back of the bathroom door or on the back of your stateroom door. Or if you have a closet in your room, depends on how big your room is. Those are super helpful. They're really cheap. They're like $3 and they fold up
Mhm.
tiny and flat. And then you can take it home with you or you could just leave it there. And you leave and they'll dispose of it for you. So depending on if you want to reuse it or not. So that's
Mhm.
that's my first tip.
Great tip.
Yes.
We didn't use it, but it would have come in handy
I used it the
because,
first time. Yeah.
yeah, because you end up with so many little things that end up accumulating on the counter. And then I always feel like I have to scoop that stuff and shove it in a drawer before housekeeping gets there or whatever. So to
Right.
have something that's organized and you can just grab and go, that's great. Great
And
idea.
because the counter is like this big, it's tiny.
Tiny,
Yeah.
tiny. Yeah. And then at the Hallmark Christmas Cruise, you're getting all these trinkets, either if you have a stocking on your door or people are just handing them out, or there's rubber duckies that are being left all over the ship. We found one in the elevator. So you're picking up all these little trinkets. So you need someplace to put those too
Yeah, definitely.
before you pack to go home.
Yep.
Okay. My first tip is to bring a book.
Hmm.
Now, not everybody is going to take time to sit and read, but I am an avid reader. I am a textbook introvert. So when my social battery starts coming down, 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 I, I escaped to our room for a bit and you went out and I think you did some
Ooh.
podcast stuff while I was
Hmm.
sitting on our deck with my feet up reading a book. And
Yep.
I recommend that not just for the ship, but if you do a shore departure and you want to sit on a beach somewhere, just to have something to read, something to, you know, something to do when you're not doing all the other activities and you want just some quiet downtime, bring a book. And we did do some book recommendations on our Instagram page. I have them written down here, but I'm not going to go through them all because there's 9 of them. But we have them on our Instagram page if you want to look over books that we recommend to bring on a cruise. Yeah, and get it before you go.
Yeah. And I feel like that would have been a good part of the merch room too, is to sell books that had been turned into Hallmark movies. That might have been cool
Yeah,
for people who
that's a
didn't bring a
great
book.
idea. Hmm.
Um, I know books are bigger and heavier, but if it's just like little paperbacks,
Yeah.
I don't know, that could be cool. So,
Well, and I finished my book while I was there, so I left it there for the housekeeping staff to have
oh
when I was
yeah,
done. So
yeah, yep. I haven't read that one. I need to read it.
it's spicy.
You have to read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then tell me which one is spicier.
Okay. Yeah, I went into a shop recently and they had that we're talking about the pumpkin spice cafe
Yeah,
shop, cafe, it's cafe,
cafe.
book. And they had it on a shelf at this little shop down in the harbor. And my friend Tina picked it up and I told her, oh, I read that. It's spicy one. And the gal behind the counter said, yeah, it is. She's like, I was turning the pages, getting a little embarrassed for myself. it's not it's not throughout the whole book, and it's a cute, charming book, but I think some of the sites compared it to Gilmore Girls. If Gilmore Girls was rated R, maybe, but it was pretty spicy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is definitely, yeah, spicy in
And is
multiple parts
that's the
throughout the
same
book.
author, or it's just a part of a series?
Same
Okay,
author. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Same author, same characters, but different focus on like side characters, I think, from the first book. So I think there's like 5
okay.
books in that series. There's quite a few.
Oh yeah,
There's like
I think.
strawberry pancakes something and
Hmm.
Christmas tree farm and a couple others. So
Okay.
um okay, so my first or my not my first tip, I already gave my first tip. My second tip is to give yourself permission to have recharge time, which kind of goes along with the
Hmm.
book part of it,
Hmm.
especially on the on the Christmas cruise. There's so many activities going on,
Mhm.
but if you need a break, take a break. Like, don't
Mhm.
feel like you're going to miss out. Try to resist the urge to get overcome by FOMO, um, because you're also there to vacation, right?
Mhm.
It's not a con. So it's not like you're paying hundreds of dollars for a meet and greet or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's not only 2 days, it's a little bit longer than that. And
Yeah.
it's really important to make sure that you enjoy your vacation. So if you want to get
Mhm.
off the boat, get off the boat. If you don't want to get off the boat, that's fine. Not
Yep.
everything has to be Hallmark related that you're doing. And like you said, if you want to go read a book, do that. If you want to go sit in your room and watch a show for a little while, go and do that,
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, that's totally fine. And if you've listened to our cruise episodes, like we ordered room service every night. We never went to the dining room at night.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was just what worked best for us.
That was our downtime. Mhm.
Yeah. Other people dressed up and went out to dinner, and
Mhm.
that felt good to them. And that's great.
Yeah, and if you're someone who likes to journal, that's in the quiet times, it's a great time to journal too, because then you can have a documentation of everything you did because you'll forget. We were fortunate in that we were doing a podcast while we were there. And so we
Yes.
were able to talk about our day. In fact, I want to go back and listen to it so I can relive it. But we were able
Yes.
to talk about this is what we did today. This is who we saw. This is what we recommend. This is what we don't recommend. So if you want some more recommendations, definitely go back and listen to our cruise episodes. But
Yeah.
it's kind of a fun little diary of our experience. But
Hmm.
if you want to record notes in your phone so you remember what to tell people when you get home. If you're kind of person that likes to share your photos and your experience and you have a family that tolerates that,
Yeah.
definitely make sure that you're documenting your trip because it's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. Yep. So recharge or we saw some people go to the spa. I think next time I
Hmm.
would do that probably.
Yeah.
Um, so they have a really nice spa on board, and you do have to
Hmm.
book appointments, and those obviously are not included in the price of the cruise. But
Sure.
if you want to go treat yourself, you totally can.
Yeah. You can get a massage, you can get a pedicure, you can get your hair done, whatever you
Yeah.
want to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Just normal things that you would do on a cruise. There's a
Hmm.
casino, which I never really saw anybody in there. There
I
might
think
have been a
maybe
few
late
people
at
playing
night.
slots. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
Because we usually walk
Yeah.
through during the day.
Hmm.
We're not night owls, if you can't tell. So
Yeah. That's why we
plus,
record at 5 in the morning.
yeah, plus you can smoke in the casino, which is not
Yeah.
I didn't
Look.
ugh, that's
Mm-mm. No,
not my cup of tea. So,
no, me either. No.
yeah. All right, what was your next one?
My next one is something that we did not do again, but bring decorations for your door. And we talked
Mhm.
about this before when we watched Christmas at Sea. Definitely bring decorations. If you have to bring a bigger suitcase, this is something that very few people will get to do more than once when you're talking the Hallmark Christmas cruise. It's very hard to get onto. Um, it's I don't know, maybe down the line we'll go again, but we're not going this year. And I really
Mhm.
wish we would have decorated our doors because, for one thing, it's really festive. You walk down the hallway and you see all these beautiful doors, and some are quirky and funny, and some are just all out Hallmark wreaths and stockings and garlands and all the things. And then you see our door and there's nothing on it. It's like having the one house on the block with no Christmas lights. And
Yes.
And there were videos of some of the Hallmark talent walking through, and we talked about this before, walking through late at night and putting little trinkets in people's stockings and commenting, "Oh, this is so cute. And this is where, Judy and Shirley are staying. How fun is this? They're best friends." And I really wish we would have done that. So whatever
Yeah.
that looks like to you, it doesn't have to be a big budget thing. You can go to the
Mhm.
dollar store and get inexpensive decorations that you just trash at the end of the cruise, or you
Mhm.
can have little stockings that you plan on taking home and bringing back on another cruise or hanging on your mantle or whatever. But highly, highly recommend decorating your door because it just adds to the festiveness of the whole
Yeah.
celebration.
Yep. Yeah, and Norwegian has specific rules about what you can put on your doors.
Mhm.
Uh, but if I recall correctly, I think for this cruise, they gave a little bit more flexibility.
Mhm.
And so Six Man put out what the guidelines were. So I'm sure they will do that again this year so that you're not bringing things that you can't put up or that they'll, because they will
Mhm.
just take it down and throw it away
Yep.
if it
Mhm.
violates their fire policies. And
Yeah.
that's for the safety of all the guests. But
Mhm.
yeah, we just didn't know. We're not like avid cruisers, so we just didn't
No.
know. And
Mhm.
we weren't the only ones who didn't decorate our doors, but it
Yeah.
kind of felt like it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely decorate your doors, guys.
Yeah, big old wreath, leave that at home because it sticks out too
Mhm.
far. The hallways are very narrow, so you want stuff that's a little more streamlined. A stocking that's fairly flat. I saw a
Yeah.
lot of people had custom made magnets because the doors are metal, so you can have
Mhm.
your little faces, or some people decorated with the faces of all the Hallmark talent that was going to be there and have that on their door. There, I think there was a specifically Heine door. Nah, if you don't know, Tyler Hines is what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, with his face all over the doors. So you can get creative, but again, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. So,
No. Nope.
or take
Not
up
at all.
tons of room in your suitcase. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely decorate.
Alrighty. My next tip is another thing to bring with you, and that's a tripod and a remote.
Mm,
And this is for taking photos. If you don't want all your photos to be selfies, bring a tripod
so-
and a remote
mhm. Or
because,
rely on somebody else that may not have an eye for photography.
yes, we
We ran
learned
into
the
that a
hard
couple times.
way. Yes. People are so kind in volunteering to take photos for you. And then you look at them and your head is cut off, or, it's completely crooked, or
Uh-huh.
they turned on the flash and you can't see anything, you
Yeah.
know, whatever it is. So we had one particular instance where we had somebody take a photo for us. I always check afterwards to make sure it's
Hmm.
okay. It was not okay, but I didn't want to say, oh, can you redo it? I'm not going to
Hmm.
do that to somebody. So then we just put it on a tripod and we took it ourselves.
Hmm.
Then I posted it in the Facebook group and somebody was like, "Oh, I took that photo for you guys." I was
Yeah,
like,
you did.
No, you did not take that, but thank you. Yes, thank you so much for this lovely picture." But
Uh-huh.
you can get an extending tripod that usually you can get one that even comes with a clicker for your
Hmm.
phone. And for less than $20 on Amazon, it should fit in your suitcase really easily.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had one. The one that I had was small enough that I could actually fit it in my bag. So if I had a bag
Hmm.
with me, I just stuck it in there.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference so that you're not doing all selfies or all, just like landscape photos with you
Hmm.
not
Or
in them.
here's one of you. Now here's one of me. But
Yes.
none of us are together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
and if you get
definitely.
a tripod, make sure that it's substantial enough because I bought one
Yes.
that was really cheap. So don't go super,
I was
super
like,
cheap.
see, like,
Like the 5.99 special. Because I bought one to go on my annual trip to Seaside, and
yeah.
I have the iPhone Pro Max, the giant one, and it just
Oh,
kept
yeah.
dumping
I'm
over.
going to
So
literally slap
make
you.
sure it's substantial enough to hold your phone.
Yeah, especially if you're going to bring it on the deck of the cruise ship, which
Yeah.
I don't know that I would recommend that, but if you do, yeah, you want a heavier duty one if you're going
Hmm.
to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or make sure it's not windy out. Okay, what's your next tip?
My next one is again something to bring with you, and it's pack your own essentials, whether that's ibuprofen, whether that's Midol, whether that's seasickness medication. They do have it on the ship at a premium. You're going to pay triple, quadruple what you would pay at home. And I don't believe there's any restrictions as far as bringing a pain reliever, a Midol,
I don't think
seasickness
so.
kind of stuff. I think those are considered, toiletries that you would normally bring. So,
Mhm.
yeah, because if you run out of stuff or you just didn't bring it, you're going to first have to try to find it, and then you're going to pay a lot more, which I found the last time I went to Seaside. I didn't bring, we took our grandson on a camping trip, and I didn't bring any ibuprofen. And, we had very busy days and warm weather and lots of wind. And I just ended up with a hellacious headache. And I went into this little gift
Mm.
shop, and a little tiny thing of Advil was $14. And you
Oh,
got I had maybe 12 caplets in there. little
Oh my
tiny
gosh.
bottle. So yeah, pack your own stuff because
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Because you can get a
Sunscreen,
little
all those kinds of
bottle
things.
of like, yeah, 30 tablets for what, $4 or something.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. I also bring, I travel with a aromatherapy roller. It's a peppermint citrus, I think. So that helps with nausea, or like if you're prone to anxiety, it's supposed to help with that.
Wow.
Um, but if you get nauseous at all or you get a headache, I'll just like
Hmm.
put it on my wrist and then I can sniff my
Oh,
wrists.
that's a good
And
idea.
um, because although Advil helps, it's really bad for you. So,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
I try to do something else first, and then
Hmm.
sometimes it
Yeah.
doesn't matter and it doesn't help. But sometimes it does help.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
you never know.
absolutely.
And then you'll just smell good too. So there you go.
Hmm.
Okay. I also have another one that is something to bring with you. And this is something that I had purchased for, actually, no, I purchased it for, did I purchase it for the, no, I didn't. I purchased it for a different trip. I purchased it for when we went to Universal with the kids, and it's a crossbody water bottle holder. Um,
Oh, yeah.
because Universal Studios does allow you to bring metal water bottles in. Starbucks, Disneyland does not, but Universal does. And if you don't want to be carrying it around with you all day, you need something
Hmm.
to put it in. So I just got, it's like a black neoprene.
Hmm. I got one of those too.
Yeah. And I think every vacation I've been on since then, I brought it with me. If I take the kids to the zoo, I bring it. If I take them to
Hmm.
a park and we're going to be there for a long time, I bring it. So yeah. So when we had, I like always have my water bottle with me. It's like my emotional
Hmm.
support water bottle. So in my in my container or in my little mini bag, and I could just carry that around, and it wasn't bothering me, and it wasn't taking up my hands,
Hmm.
and then that made it easier too to run down and get water for both of us if I needed to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I ended
yeah.
up buying one of those afterwards and took it on this vacation with our grandson. And they come in different sizes. So if you have, I have one really skinny water bottle that I like to take on the go, if it's in there, but they do have wider ones. And wow, it's so handy
Hmm.
because you're hiking, or I'm stopping to take photos, or you're just going for a walk and you don't want to carry it around with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because I told before we went to Universal in California I went with Hallie and Ava, two of my sisters. And I mean, you know who they are. But
Hmm.
I told them, get these for your water bottles for when we go. Neither of them
Hmm.
did. So we're in line and they're both like trying to strap their water bottle to my water bottle holder. So I ended up carrying all three water bottles the whole
So you're like the
time.
mommy carrying everything.
Yeah. Oh, but it
Oh,
was
that's
nice
funny. I didn't know that.
yeah, it was nice to have it because, you want your hands free when you're on vacation. So, anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
And those again, I'm sure you can get like a handmade one as well, but I got mine on Amazon and I think it was like
Hmm.
$10. So,
Yeah, me too.
yes.
Yep, it's just black neoprene and the strap is adjustable.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Super easy.
Okay, well, my tip number 4 is, and this is open to interpretation, but I would highly recommend for the Hallmark Cruise specifically, ditch the ball gown.
Hmm.
You don't need a giant hooped, bedazzled dress. We saw everything. We saw short dresses. We saw fancy slacks and a nice sparkly top. We saw people just wearing their Hawaiian shirts and shorts. And this is, I'm talking about for the final night. They call it the
Hmm.
Christmas ball. Um, if it's anything like the one we had, it's not a ball. There's too many people on the deck, and so nobody's dancing. People are dressed up, and all the stars are dressed up, of course. Um, I had bought some really cute kitten heel shoes, which one I ended up leaving at home because I blew out my knee right before we left, but I probably wouldn't have worn them. I wore sparkly flip flops instead. It's just too slippery. There's too many people. Um, you and I both had like tea length dresses on that were perfectly fine for the event. But there were some women dressed to the nines with giant dresses, really hard to navigate and get around. So, and just
Hmm.
having to try to pack that in your bag and then pull it out and let it get unwrinkled. You don't have much room in your room anyway. Very,
Mm-mm.
very small closet. We were able to hang our dresses because they were very streamlined. They weren't full of
Yeah.
tulle and all this stuff. I mean, if that's your jam and you want to do that and bring the tiara and the long gloves, great. But just know you don't have much room in your stateroom. There's not going to be a lot of room wherever the ball is because everybody comes. And so I would just recommend a pretty dress or pretty jumpsuit, pretty slacks. Um, you know, you don't have to be the queen of the night unless you want to.
Yeah. And if they do it on the pool deck again, which I actually haven't looked at the layout for the ship, so I don't know if they have like a ballroom or anything on this other ship,
Hmm.
but
It's a bigger
if they do
ship.
it, yeah, if they do it on the pool deck again, it's dark. So
Hmm.
you can't really see anything. Any photos that you
Yeah.
take are going to be pretty grainy unless you bring a
Hmm.
professional camera with you. So I think we had talked about this on one of the cruise episodes. Most or a lot of people got dressed up, went down to the lobby, took photos, and then went right back
Hmm.
up to their rooms and took their
Yep.
outfits off.
Hmm.
So if you want the photo, if you're doing it for the gram, cool. Um, but if you don't really care about that, part of it, then yeah, totally leave it behind. It's not
Hmm.
necessary. And yeah, it's basically just standing around in fancy
Hmm.
clothes. So
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, we
yeah.
watched the stars come down the stairs, and we mentioned in a prior podcast that we were situated in a place that we got a video of everyone arriving. So it was like they were arriving for prom. We watched them go up on the stage, but then it was like windy and the water was sloshing. So we went out into the lobby where it's really festively decorated. And that's when we had a quiet time to take our photos. And there was a few people coming through. And
Hmm.
that's when we took the one photo that we ended up retaking ourselves.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes.
I was like
Yes.
super distorted. But,
Yeah. Like
but
that's not good.
that doesn't even look like us. Who is that?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun to get all dressed up. And there were people that had many, many festive outfits
Hmm.
for every day,
Oh yeah.
several different outfits in a day. And that's all fun. That's part of it. And that's what you love to do. Great, go for it. Just know that you're going to have to pack a lot of luggage and that costs extra money. So,
Yep. And there's literally nowhere to put it in the room. So
no. Mm-mm.
yeah, just keep that in mind. And
Yeah.
also like if the cruise was a stretch for you budget wise, because it's an investment,
Hmm.
don't feel like you have to spend a ton of money on the outfits and the
Yeah.
things to pass out and all of the extras because you've purchased the cruise, you're already going to have
Hmm.
to pay the daily room fee and any gratuity that you're going to give, and then any money you're going to spend on the
Hmm.
cruise. So you're still going to
Wi-Fi,
spend,
if you want Wi-Fi.
yeah, you're still going to spend more money. So if this is a stretch for your budget, like you're still going to have just as good of a time.
Hmm.
There was one day where we were dressed up in Hallmark attire. The next day we just wore normal clothes.
Hmm. For sure.
Um, I think you had a kimono that had Santas on it, but it
Hmm.
wasn't like we didn't go crazy and
No,
nobody judged us, I don't think. If they did, they
no,
did it silently. So
no. And just so you know, if you see that kimono on Amazon with the little Santas on it, there will be at least a dozen other people wearing that same one because there was because it was like $9. But that was the
yes.
only really Christmassy thing that I invested in. My dress is a red plaid, but I got it off season at Ann Taylor Loft for like $30. So, and
Yeah.
I'll be able to wear that for many Christmases to come. So,
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. My last tip is to get to know the schedule, but stay flexible. So don't put
that's
all
the
your
exact same thing I put down for my
oh
fifth one.
really?
Yeah. 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 Check the schedule and have a plan. That is funny.
So the
Dexy, honey.
the route of where I saw people get upset was waiting in line.
Hmm.
People got most annoyed, I think, waiting in lines. Um, and we just chose not to do that. We just made
Hmm.
that decision that we were not going to participate in events that forced us to wait in line for 2 hours.
Hmm.
Did that mean that we didn't get to play bingo in the same room as Tyler Hines? Yes. Did it also mean we didn't have to sit on the dirty cruise floor for 2 hours waiting to buy bingo cards? Also, yes, right?
Mhm.
So, you know, if there are things that you want to do, yes, like use your app. They'll give you an app to download, like use that to create your schedule and figure out what you think you want to do. But
Mhm.
then also give yourself some flexibility there to just say, you know what, that's not going to work for us today.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We wanted to do the Christmas cookie decorating. That did not work out. It was very poorly planned, and I hope they do better
Yeah.
next time.
Mhm.
That just was not in the cards for us. And we could have thrown a fit about it. We saw people throw a fit about it.
Mhm.
Um, but
But what good does that do, really?
and it's going to do is ruin your day, right?
Mhm.
That's literally all it's going to do because they can't change anything right in that moment.
Mhm.
I'm sure they realized as it was happening that there was a problem, right?
Yeah.
But there was nothing that they could do to fix it. So, yeah, be flexible, enter things into things with levity, and be willing to say, you know what, let's go do something else.
Mhm.
We didn't do the cocktail tastings; those sold out like that.
Oh, yeah. You had to pre-register for a few events.
Yeah. So, really event wise, we went to the movie, to our assigned movie.
Mhm.
And then we went to a couple of the panels, and that was kind of it, except for the
Mhm.
big pool deck stuff.
Yeah.
But we didn't do really anything else, I don't think, that I can
We
remember.
attended some simulcasts. Like, quite often, if they have an event and it's big, long lines, or you're not gonna get in, you can simulcast it or watch the simulcast in a different area on the ship, which we did that a couple of times
Hmm.
too, which was great. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, even if you decide, "Okay, gosh, I wanna do the bingo, I'm gonna get in line," and you're an hour in and you know it's gonna be another hour and you wanna abandon those plans, abandon them. You're still gonna
Yeah.
have a great time.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and there's always
Hmm.
something to do on the pool deck at night where the stars come back out. So I think we attended everything in the evening,
Yeah. We did.
whether it's the Mr. Christmas competition or the setting sail, tree lighting, and the gala, and there's something to do every evening. So you're not going to miss out on anything. The whole
Hmm.
thing is just a festive, wonderful Christmas party, and so if you don't get into the wine tasting or the cocktail tasting or the line's too long for something else, you're going to find something else to do. It's just so
Hmm.
much fun, and just having a backup plan, I think, is a good idea. You know what? Maybe we're not going to get into this. Let's do this instead. Let's shift and do something different, and just go with the mindset that this is fun. Everybody's here to have a good time. The staff is working so hard round the clock.
Hmm.
If you get frustrated, don't take it out on them because they're doing their
Yeah.
very best, especially with our cruise. It was a voyage of discovery. They had never done this before. They didn't know what it was
Hmm.
going to be like, and they didn't know that thousands of people were going to descend on one event at the same time. And now what do we do? How do we reshift? So taking your
Hmm.
anger out on them it's not going to help, and it's just going to make a poor experience for you and for the staff. So go with a joyful heart. Be prepared to
Yes.
have a great time. Know that there are going to be lines. As we mentioned before, be respectful to the talent when you see them. Don't
Hmm.
fawn all over them. Take your selfies. Let them know you appreciate their work, and then move along,
Yeah.
and you'll have a great time.
One thing that I did not write down, but just came into my brain is if you are going to, they call it debark, right? I always want to say disembark, but I think they call it debarkation, right?
I think so.
So if you're going to debark, sounds
Mhm.
like a made up word,
Yeah.
um, on your own, meaning you're going to take your own luggage, which is what we did.
Mhm.
Um, get off the boat as quickly as you possibly can. Be the
Mhm.
first ones off because once you get into the terminal, if you don't have somebody coming to pick you up, you are going to wait
Mhm.
forever for a car.
Yeah. Mhm.
Forever.
Yeah. Mhm.
it I think we
Whether it's
had
Uber or taxi or whatever it
yeah,
is.
I think we had at least 3 Uber drivers cancel our ride
Mhm.
and turn around and leave because they couldn't get
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
because it was such a nightmare. So, and we did take ourselves off the boat, but we were like, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes after you could get off is when
Mhm.
we actually got off because we went and had breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. get off
Nope.
and go pay for breakfast somewhere else.
Exactly.
And get your Uber. Like while you're walking off the boat, be calling for your Uber.
Yep.
Or arrange a town car or something ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was at least an hour that we waited. And as people were getting off, they were waiting longer and longer and longer. So that's a huge tip if you don't want to be sitting in the terminal forever. Yeah. Make sure that you get off as fast as you can.
And even if you're local and you have someone coming for you, it's not just that, it's taking a long time to call a car. It's taking a long time for the cars to get into the terminal.
Yeah.
And that's why several of our Ubers just bailed because they were like, I'm losing money sitting here. So
Yeah.
they just, we kept looking at the app and one by one they were canceling. Like, what do you mean?
No,
and
we were.
Yeah, we were fine because our flights were much, much later in the afternoon. But there was one woman who was panicking, and she finally went and found a cab because she had like a noon flight, and she was really worried that she wasn't, or maybe even 11:30. She was worried she wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah. So especially if you have a flight before noon, definitely get your booty out there as fast as you can. Do not worry about having the porter pick up your bags because that will take you, I don't even know how much longer that would take, but that sea of luggage looks like a nightmare.
Yeah.
So probably at least another hour, I would guess.
And I don't know what the last call is, like as far as when you absolutely have to be off the ship. But for us, it might have been better just to wait on the ship because our flights were so much later. Could have hung out for 2 hours and then just
wait till they kick us
walked
off.
off.
Yeah. I think the restaurants closed at 9, and I think that's how they kind of try to kick people out. That like, okay, everything's closed.
No more food.
You can't. You can't go in the pool.
Shop.
You can't. Everything's closed. Because then they turn around and have to clean it and have another cruise coming
very quickly afterwards. Yeah.
Yep.
And I just really recommend to remember that this is a privilege because there were literally thousands of people who wanted to make it on the ship and didn't because they're just sold out so quickly. So this is a privilege to be there. And so see it as that and just have a great time.
Yep. Nothing's going to be perfect, but I'm sure that they have taken the feedback from last year and improved upon the experience for this year. So I'm excited to see what changes they make. And have a great time.
Well, I thought before we wrap up this episode, we could play a little game. And this is going to be, how well do you know these Hallmark movies or shows?
Okay.
And these all have to do with stars that will be on the 2025 cruise. So I'm starting off with an easy one. 3 brothers perform a festive dance routine dressed as Christmas elves. What movie is that?
3 wise men and a boy. Or a baby. Three wiser men. I have never seen either one. So
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, they're so good.
I haven't. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Andrew Walker, Tyler Hines, and Paul Campbell. Okay, the second one is a long-distance romance blooms when a pediatrician and an overseas doctor meet at a wedding.
I don't know that one. I don't think.
The actor is BJ Britt. The actress
the
is Heather
groomsman?
Hammond. The groomsman, First Look.
Yes.
Okay, this one, I don't know if you've seen this movie or not, but it's one of my favorites. After a stray cat adopts Zachary, he meets Marilee and realizes the single life is not as fulfilling as he thought it was.
Is this the 9 Lives of Christmas?
It is, and that stars Kimberly Sestad.
I haven't seen it, but I remember you guys talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more. An interior designer finds an old letter from Santa and sets out on a mission to find the love of her life.
Oh. Wait. Is that Santa Tell Me?
Yeah. Benjamin Ayers.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I was like, Erin Krako's not going to be on the cruise, is she?
Nope. Okay, and the final one is, did I write down the name of this movie? No, I didn't. so,
Do you know what it is?
so it doesn't matter. And I've never seen it. But you can just guess what actor's in it, I guess. A New York
Okay.
City book editor is chosen to run a bookstore for the month of December, rediscovering her creative spark while butting heads with the son of the bookstore owners.
Is Ashley Williams in this one?
Nope. This
Oh.
is an actor that was very nice to me during the photo op.
Oh, Brendan Penny.
Brendan Penny. And I'm sorry, Brendan, I don't know what movie this is. I didn't put it
Oh,
down.
is that the Blind Date Book Club? No. No.
I don't remember.
He's in that one, isn't he? Blind Date Book Club?
I
don't
think
remember.
so. I think so.
That's Aaron Krakow. I don't know.
I'm like, how are you supposed to guess the movie if I don't even know what it is?
I don't know. Oh no, Blind Date Book Club is not Brendan Penny. It's what's his name? Robert Buckley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Different guy.
All right.
Different person.
I gotta be better on my note taking.
Figure out what that movie is. I feel like I may have seen it. I just don't remember what it is. So
Yeah, I have not seen it, but okay.
who knows?
So those are our tips and tricks and advice and hacks for the cruise coming up. I would welcome anybody that's been on the Hallmark cruise before to send us your best tips and ideas for making for a smooth cruise. And we'll share them on our Instagram page. So if you have some, just send them to us in our email or send them to us via DM on our Instagram, and we will put those up as well.
Yeah.
So did you want to share what's coming up next week? You have the movie next week with Christine Metz.
Yes. What's it called again?
I don't remember. I'd help you out, but
I remember the second part of it. It's a lot. Oh, here we go. Yes.
It's a name.
So, yes, the next movie that we're going to do next week is Faith in the Flames, the Nicole Jolly story. It premiered on July 19th, so just like a month ago, and it stars Chrissy Metz. And it is the story of a real-life nurse who heroically saved lives during the 2018 Paradise, California wildfires.
And this is a Lifetime movie?
This is a Lifetime movie, yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes. So I love Chrissy Metz. I did end up finishing Hunting Wives, even though I said I wasn't going to, but I was like, I'm going to power through. I did end up finishing it. It got better. But Chrissy Metz is in that. She's just a joy. I just love her. Mm-hmm. She's just such a good actress, and she seems like such a fun, nice person. And I think this is her first Lifetime movie. So I'm excited to watch it because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. But what's it called? The Hunting Wives.
Yeah.
Hunting Wives. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched part of one episode and it was a lot. Maybe I finished the first episode. Anyway, the reviews I read is, wow, there's a lot of boobs in this.
Yes.
Which there are. And I feel like the story's not bad. I need to be in that place of non-Hallmarky kind of, not afraid that someone's going to walk in and I'm watching this by myself.
Yeah, especially on your giant TV. I'm watching it usually like after the kids have gone to bed on my laptop. So it's like, I can just close it.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're doing some home improvements. We've been getting a lot of bids lately. And so we have all these picture windows with no blinds on them. I'm like, well, I can't watch this right now. We've got all these guys walking around the backyard.
We'll see what we're doing.
This lady's a freak.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So that wraps it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Love on the Pod and share your episode thoughts or ideas by emailing us at loveonthepod@gmail.com. Plus, you can text us with future movie recommendations using the link in our show notes. If you love this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast as we drop new episodes weekly. And again, if you have tips for cruising that you'd like to share and you'd like us to share with other potential cruisers, drop us a note and let us know, and we'll get those up on our social media. So that's it. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
See you
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.